What's going on, bud?
Brings you over here.
JT. I said I wasn't going to drive here, but if he wants to drive me, I'll come down. Lost him? Classic. That's true. Walking up and down those stairs. Alright, here we go, everybody. We are getting started. Ed Woodside on the right, Peter Penny on the left. We are here from beautiful East Boston, Massachusetts. Central Park Lanes. Wow, right through the hole. Nice 10 there. That was a nice 10. That was a good out, as they say. All over the headpin with nothing to show for it. What's going on, Jeff? Wow, almost made that.
Good, buddy.
Graveler, what's going on, buddy? And Tim, what? Welcome, welcome. Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Massachusetts. Yes, I was just in Manchester, New Hampshire earlier today, but no plates up here.
Joey, what do you want to do? I don't want you to do a thing. I don't want no one to do nothing, so I don't have to do a thing.
Where is this? This is Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not bowling today. This is the Friday Night Pro League, and I am not a part of it. Moose all over the headpin, right in the pocket, but no luck. Moose getting a nice 10 right there. Hodge on the right and Shiner Sr. on the left. I was actually able to record Academy 3 last week also. They bowled against the Riverwalk team. Both of them, no, just a touch off. I like Hodges on the right a little bit better. He's got a nice piece of wood to work with. Which alley? Yeah, this is Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, missed it way to the right there. Yeah, I don't normally come down to this bowling alley. It's a little difficult to get to from where we live. I am not bowling today, no, Aaron. This is the pro night, and I've been able to sub in once in a while on a few teams, but generally I'm not a part of this. You probably should bowl more. If there's ever a question, should I bowl less or should I bowl more? Generally, you should bowl a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I don't like coming down here, but as long as someone's giving me a ride, I don't mind too much. It's a nice alley. I like it. It's got 2 floors. The upstairs has 13 through 22, which is cool. Candlepin is the hardest form of bowling that there is. Duckpin has a bigger ball and bigger pins. Oh, what a strike!
Small JB.
I gotta start opening up more Ixon if that's the case. If you're hitting this many of them.
You know, you just have to put an X.
Yeah, this is definitely a much. This is the hardest kind of bowling there is. When you're talking the pro bowlers, will only average up to like a 120. You know, when you think about that compared to like 10 pin, where they're averaging like 250s now, that's just crazy.
Go, JB.
Yeah, I wish that were true, Rye Guy, but no. Candlepin is still, even with the wood, harder than duckpin. Yeah, and these guys are some of the best bowlers out there. And when you're trying to throw that, 4-inch ball to hit a 3-inch pin 60 feet away, it is not that good. I'd say the average bowler's somewhere around like a 75. Like in most regular leagues, if you're a 100 average bowler, you're one of the best bowlers in your league.
That will give me half.
Hello again, Stephanie. Long time no see, right? What's it been? A couple hours? This is not Riverwalk. No, both those teams are away this week. So my friend JT said I could come down here and record his team, and I said only if he drove, because I don't like driving into the city. Wow, what a shot there.
Turn on 17, please. Somebody wants to watch.
Go on TikTok and look up Tony the Magic Man Levesque. That was. It amazes me sometimes on which pins will fall.
I'm under direct orders not to touch anything. That's for Joe's stuff,
That's smart.
right? Yeah, I didn't touch nothing. My feet are feeling it.
Welcome from Hawaii. Nice. This is Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, you were watching earlier, right? When he was bowling with me up in Manchester just a couple hours ago. I've actually bowled with Justin, though, for a long, long time. So the orange pins will generally be used if like you're like sometimes they'll have orange pin leagues where if you knock it down, it counts as if you knock down all the pins. And then like in my kids league, that we use the orange pin if it shows up in the head pin spot and you get a strike there, you get 3 free games of bowling. So it's mainly just a way to differentiate one pin over the rest. My turkey day was so good. I woke up in the morning and made breakfast for me and the wife. And then we went to watch the local football game where Amesbury lost to Newburyport, unfortunately. And then from there, we went to my mother-in-law's house and spent the day over there. It was a good time. Hello again, Pat.
Copy day.
You'll notice these lanes also, they have to switch their balls back and forth. I did. Yes, this is the Pro League, the Friday Night Pro League. These guys are going to be some of the best out there. Another hand scoring place, just like Riverwalk, yes. And since the wife isn't here, I am not keeping score. No, no one has ever thrown a 300 game. 245 is the most that's ever happened, and it's happened twice. Why 245? I don't know. Just happens to be. Yeah, it's a very old school. Basically, it's an average thing. You want to try to be at least a 115 average. And this league is just like, it's a very expensive league to be a part of. And if you're not good, there's no reason to really be on this league. You're just going to be wasting your money. This game started in the 1880s, believe it or not. So, we're talking 140 years now. This is candlepin bowling from Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. This is a very, very old school lane. I don't know when this one was built, but considering the fact that they have ball returns on the outside, I'm going to guess it's before there were pin machines. My high game's a 168. I did that a couple of years ago and really haven't been able to come back from that since. Wish I could. I'm trying so hard to get above that 168, but this game is really, really hard. As the pro duck pinner says, you know. Yeah, so they're switching sides now. How about that? Pocket shot for Peter Penny, and 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Only 3 pins fell down. How do you like that, huh? I've still never been to Boston Bowl. It's one of those places that I want to get to at some point. I just haven't yet. Yeah, I see it on the side of the road. I don't come down this far south very often. I try to stay up in the northern Mass, southern New Hampshire area. It's played, you mean like 10-pin bowling. This is regular bowling around here. But yeah, it's very similar in scoring-wise to 10-pin. First ball still being a strike if you get them all down. Second one, if you get them all down, it's still a spare with 2 balls and 1 ball bonuses, respectively. The only real difference in scoring is the third one, because we had 3 throws, and at that point, it's just total pinfall. Kathy, welcome back. Long time no see. Any questions you guys have about candlepin bowling, feel free to ask. Love answering questions about it, gets the chat talking more. That's fun. I haven't bowled in CPL in, since the last year. The ACST is the last time I think I did. Strikes are not, still not even common in this level. You're talking probably, each bowler will probably throw 1, maybe 2 per game. If they throw more than that, then great, but generally expect between 1 or 2 per bowler per game. Yeah, you don't want the beer to notice you. On the first ball, it kind of is just a grip and rip, yes. The real skill comes in your second, your third ball on making your spares and your tens. Average game score for a regular bowler is probably about like a 75. These guys are probably all going to average about a 115 to 120. Yeah, scoring is very similar to 10 pin, with a 300 still being the max score if you throw 12 strikes. But strikes don't really happen all that often. You get 3 throws per frame. First one still being a strike if you get them all down with 2 bonus balls, a spare with 1 bonus ball on the second ball, and on the third ball if you get them all down it's just a 10. No bonus balls at all. There is not big money in this. No, it really candlepin bowling. You can make a little bit of money, maybe a side hustle at the best. You're not really going to make a living doing this. These guys can probably expect like, I don't know, 3 or 4 spares per game. Maybe less, maybe 2 to 4 spares. Yeah, Moose was bowling with us earlier, yeah. Yeah, Moose and JT bowl on the same team. That's why they were teammates. You don't know LOL until you try it. No one has ever scored a 300 in this game. 245 is the most that's ever happened, and it's happened twice. Thank you, Icarus, for the rose. I appreciate it. Wow, what a shot. How did that even fall down? Hodge is missing wide to the left there. I like Timberlanes. I bowled there for the amateur candlepin bowling tour, and I really like the designs they have on the walls. Yeah, JT is here. JT is the anchor bowler on Central Park Lane's team. Yeah, these guys are all very, very good, so their aim has to be good. I honestly feel like I don't know. It's probably easier to go from this to 10 pin, but that's just me from bowling on this side. What does it cost to bowl a game? I mean, it depends on where you go. It can be as much as like maybe $6 a game, or I've seen it as cheap as like $3 a game. Plus, shoes, $2 rental fee if you want to use those. It's to get more speed on the ball. The reason why they run up so much. In candlepin bowling, I know it's not the same in 10 pin, but in candlepin bowling, you want more speed on your ball. And running and sliding is going to give you those extra miles per hour that you need. There's no oil patterns. There's no oil on the lanes at all. These are just straight wooden lanes. And you'll see if a pin comes out, you might see somebody run down the lanes. Don't worry, they're not going to get hurt. There's no oil, so don't worry about it. Yes, this is bowling. Yeah, see, there you go. Running down the lanes without a worry. He's going to check to see if that pin is too far outside. I don't know what you mean by is it as far as regular bowling? Oh, yes. It is still 60 feet long, yes. Is the length the same? Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, in fact, when we get new like synthetic lanes in a couple of different places, they'll generally just use 10-pin lanes. Sometimes, if like you had said it out loud, I would have understood. But just reading things sometimes, didn't make any sense to me. Why candlepin? Because we grew up in New England, and this is the normal bowling in New England. and it's honestly more fun than 10 pin.
Get off your corner, will ya?
I think candlepin is just fantastic. What's going on, Florida hockey? Always great to see you, bud. Oh, super frustrating. Yes, this is a league, but this is the pro league. So basically, every bowling alley will sponsor a team, basically, and or sometimes more than one team. And then they travel to all different bowling alleys around. No oil on the lanes. Nope.
3-3, buddy.
This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling. It's actually in the 1880s. But yeah.
1890.
Do you get more points if you knock them all down in the first throw? Yes, so it's the same as 10 pin. So if you knock them all down in your first throw, that's a strike. And you're going to get your next 2 balls added to that score, just like in 10 pin. Believe it or not, it's not the shoulders that ever hurt. It's the, for me, it's the knees. My knee hurts from the slide that we have to do to get that speed on the ball. Because even though we're throwing the candlepin ball like 35 miles an hour, it's only a 2-pound ball, so it really doesn't hurt your shoulder at all. It is not only East Coast, it is Northeast. It's only in New England pretty much, and only Northern New England. So like Connecticut and Rhode Island doesn't even have candlepin bowling. There's definitely a debate over the best player of all time. Right now, currently, I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 that you could say are the best right now. Like Josh Daly, Justin Waters are the top 2 in my mind. Josh Daly is just unbelievable bowler. Guy throws like 45 miles an hour, accurate as all get out, and a young kid. It's great. Well, that's the goal, LOL. Like the goal is for me to showcase it to you guys and then have you want to play it. I'd really love to see the game grow and grow instead of dying off like a lot of other things. Max's average, I believe, is right around a 106 right now. He's doing really, really good. Pat taking over the #1 gifter. Thank you. As always, Pat, you're too kind to me. Kid that played with me a few Tuesdays ago. You're talking about Charlie Collins? Yeah. Charlie's right up there too, definitely. And a heart, thank you so much. Number 30 member on my team. I love it. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Charlie Collins is a very, very good bowler. He's not too far away from the top levels of bowling. Where are we tonight? This is Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. And as far as female bowlers, of course, Sonia is the #1. Tammy sending Tucker the turkey. How perfect is that? Thank you, Tammy. And a subscriber. Look at that. Thank you so much. I love seeing subscribers in my chat. Anyone else wants to help support me, you know, subscribing is the best way to do it. I love it. I mean, the dude is just the perfect like example of a bowler. My average is a 105 right now. Yeah, we bowled up in Westport. We gave that a try last year or the year before. It was in the middle of COVID. We had gone up there. So the balls can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. most pro bowlers and even good league bowlers with their own balls are going to probably have 2 6s or 2 7s. Really, the only 2 4s and 2 5s are going to be for like glow bowling. Those just have a different material and they're a little bit lighter. Why is the ball so small? Because this is candlepin bowling and it is the best kind of bowling there is. We make it a lot harder by throwing a smaller ball. Ed, can I have you move over just like a step? Just because you're tall?
Okay, Paul Grant.
Listen, I'm just... JB wants to stand there, it's no problem. So this isn't really a strike game, Martin. So yeah, we are just, basically your first ball is just kind of throw it down there as hard as you can towards the middle. The skill in the art is really in your spares and your tenths. Where is the center located? This is Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, that's why you don't want to be too right on it. No, not yet. No. Everyone's allowed their opinion, and I don't have a problem with 10-pin bowlers trying to tell me they can't, like it's not as good as 10-pin.
People hang in there, boys.
Because I know I'm correct and candlepin's so great. Yeah, we are pretty close to Logan, yeah. This is a traveling team, yes it is. Okay, sounds good. Basically, unless they start harassing other people, or, like really harassing, then everything's fine, Kathy subscribed for the first time. Kathy's awesome, and that makes 5 of 5. I got 5 subscribers now. Kathy, you're awesome. Thank you so much. So, unfortunately in Ohio, there's only one candlepin bowling alley, and we won't be traveling out that far. Yes, this whole bowling alley is just candlepin bowling. Around here, candlepin bowling is the normal bowling. So basically, a good score is 100. If you can get 100, you're going to be a decent bowler. Hey Tony, where am I? This is Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Massachusetts. Yes, it's right downtown Boston, basically. Well, I can't wait for the first time that you get to try it, Pat. There's one in Dayton, Ohio, also. What type of bowling? This is called candlepin bowling. Because the pins supposedly look like candles. Santarpio's does sound good, let me tell you.
Come on, JB.
So it's just like in 10-pin, where the more your score is based on how many you knock down. And if you can knock one down your first one, it's still a strike, just like in 10-pin. If you knock one down your second one, it's still a spare, just like in 10-pin. The only difference is the third ball, which is total pinfall. As far as I know, there's none in Chicago or Minnesota. I'm sorry. You're going to have to come to New England if you want to give it a try. Balls go anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Yeah, I mean, there definitely could be. But if you find out the name of the place, I'll look it up. Scene 75? Okay. Candlepin bowling started in the 1880s. Nothing on the West Coast, as far as I know, I'm sorry. So they bowl 2 frames and then switch. to the other side after everybody on their team is done. That was a strike, believe it or not. Yes. Oh, so we bowled just average, so not enough to make any money, unfortunately, earlier today. No oil on the lanes. Nope. These are just straight wooden lanes. Yeah, but you can't just call it tall cans of beer bowling. What country did this originate? This originated in Worcester, Massachusetts. No, it's fine. It's fine. We both bowled good. We had a good time. I won the 50-50, and so I made my money back. Is that a spare too? Let's go. Highest score I've ever gotten is a 168. Highest score I've ever seen someone get is a 204. It depends on where you go, how much it costs. I've seen it as low as $3 a string and as much as like $6 a string. I've heard we might get some winter weather this weekend, but I'm not 100% sure. I have been in a bowling alley all day, pretty much, yes. What is a string? It's 10 frames. It's a game. String in a game are the same words. They mean the same thing. That might just be a candlepin term. Just like we call them boxes instead of frames. But I know you guys don't call them that. So for the most part, I just stick with calling it a frame for you guys. But you will hear me say box once in a while, just because that's what I know it as. But a string is a game. Wow, what a shot from Ed. I'm not bowling right now, Dale. I'm sorry. I'm just here recording and watching, hanging out just like you guys are. Yeah, that really was a tremendous spare. Nope, this is called candlepin bowling. Come on. Oh, a strike for Peter Penny.
That's a bomb, Peter.
No, so most of the time you're still going to want to throw it fast. Like even when you do slow it down to try to make your spare, you really still want to maintain your same arm length, your same arm speed and everything. You're not going to see a big difference in people like dropping down. Yeah, so if your average is a 230 in 10 pin, you're probably only going to average like 100, 110.
Is that TV?
This is live on TikTok right now. Sometimes when you stand in the very middle, we can see your head.
Excuse me?
We can see your hat when you stand up close.
That's what I'm saying. I would
Yeah.
like to be on TV. I've never been on TV.
Well, right now, I mean, there's only 700 people watching right now.
Will they see me over
They saw you, for sure.
when I stand by you?
Yes. Okay. So anyway. Yeah, some interesting people in downtown Boston. Always wanted to be on TV. Now is his chance. What is this called? This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Oh, I really just assumed we were talking about that guy's hat. Oh, I'm not telling him to move. As long as the focus stays up there on the pins. That's the biggest issue for me.
You have his 2 boxes that he's looking at. Yeah, I read it.
So we actually get to use it's not dead pins, they're actually called live pins. As long as they stay on the lane, you get to use them to make your spares and your tens.
Let's go, kid. Come on.
That is a Boston hat. That's a Boston Bruins hat. I mean, we're in Boston, so you got to expect it to be a Boston hat. Wow. Nice try. Nice try. So there is no oil pattern at all. These are just straight wooden lanes, believe it or not. So it's just total pinfall on your third ball. Yeah. The only time you get a spare is on your second ball, and then you get the one bonus ball, just like you do in 10 pin. You can still get a 300 if you throw 12 strikes, but strikes are just so hard to get in this game that it's just not going to happen. This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling. So most of these guys are going to be throwing it about 35 miles an hour, I'd say is probably the average. What's the difference between this and 10-pin bowling? So basically the ball size is huge. No oil on the lanes. You get 3 throws. Ball size, pin size. Scoring is almost the same though. I have gone duck pin bowling. I prefer 10-pin bowling over duck pin bowling. And obviously candlepin bowling is the best kind. Weight of the pins are 2 pounds, 8 ounces, 2.5 pounds.
I'm finally not all fucked up with the head that makes the deal with it for the first month.
I think ball size can matter, but it's all really what works best for you. Like I use a ball that's 2 pounds, 6 ounces, and I've tried to throw a 2 pound, 7 ounce ball, and it just doesn't work the same. What is duck pin bowling? Duck pin pins look more like 10 pins, but shorter, like half the height, and the ball looks like a candlepin ball, but bigger by like about 1.5 inches. Wow, what a strike for Logan. Yeah, candlepin bowling is pretty much only found in like northern New England. So they're going to come to Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, or Vermont, or like Canada. Yeah, Logan is a very, very good bowler. Him and his dad are both pro bowlers. This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. For a fact. In fact, I sell t-shirts that say just that. I mean, a field goal is worth 3 pins, right? Unbelievable. Pocket shot. And just left with pure garbage. How much are the t-shirts? $25. You can get them right through my TikTok shop if you want. It's on my my page, my profile. Yeah, so there's still 10 pins here. The reason that the ball returns are on the outside is from way back in the day when there were not pin setting machines in the back, and there used to be children who would stand in the back and set the pins up. And they would be in charge of 2 lanes. So like there would be a kid for lanes 1 and 2, and if a ball came in 1, he would throw down the 1 ball return. That's what I was told at least. Yes, this is in the United States. This is East Boston, Massachusetts. In 10 pin, that is the case. If you throw it slower, you get more pin action. But in candlepin bowling, that is not the case. Because the ball doesn't have all the motion that it needs. The ball weighs less than the pins, so if you don't put some speed on it, it's just going to deflect off of them. Hoagie, what's happening, my man? Yeah, I've been loving doing this, the Friday Night Pro Leagues. It's been a lot of fun coming over here and recording this for them. Lane bowling 16. That is Justin Lyonnaise, everybody. He learned everything he knows from me, by the way. Yes, the lengths are the exact same as 10-pin bowling. I've been bowling with Justin since he was probably about 19 years old. And I think he's 30 now, and everything he learned from me, by the way. Sure, he is on the pro teams and I'm not, but that's okay, because he actually listened to what I said. Yes, it is very tough. It's not that exhausting. But yes, it is extremely tough. It is by far the hardest type of bowling also, with the lowest scores because the game is so hard. You probably mean 15, right? Because they're on 15 and 16. What does JT have? JT's... I can't tell. What was that thing from the highlights? The Goofus and Gallant? Where, you know, yeah, one kid who always says the right thing and one kid who always says the wrong thing? Yeah. So the balls are made of different materials. Like my balls are made of rubber, but then there's also urethane balls. What's this that they're playing? This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Someone else said they were going to Abington tomorrow. Yeah, I think there's a light down there or something. Something's off about the 5 for sure at the top. JT bowls every single day of the week, I swear to God. And he, I think he's got tournaments all weekend long that he's going to be doing. The kid is non-stop bowling. Like, I would say 5 nights a week he's bowling. So you're not allowed to. I mean, I've heard of people bowling with like a 2-pound, 9-ounce ball, but anything bigger is going to get caught in the machine in the back. Happy Thanksgiving, Steve Connolly. So most of these guys have the accuracy already, and the speed is going to help move the pins. I know in 10-pin, a slower ball is going to give you a lot of the same pin action, and then it's going to help your accuracy. In candlepin, that's just not the case. It really isn't. What is this called? Morgan, this is candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling. Like you see, they're still hitting the headpin, even with that big, fast speed. Now, if someone wasn't being accurate, they could slow their ball down by like, you know, 1 mile an hour, 2 miles an hour. But for the most part, you don't want to change things too much. You know, if you go straight on the headpin, you're going to punch it straight through. And you could just hit the 1-5. So you always want to come at an angle. But like, you still want to mostly hit the headpin. Just like kind of off to the side. Not nearly as far right as 10-pin bowlers do. It's funny, you know, Boston has so many great people in it, and everybody who leaves here misses it after a little while. Oh, Moose just missed. Just missed there. Yeah, I actually made a video about him last week. Candlepin bowling is, of course it's fun. Candlepin bowling is great. It's very frustrating, but it is also very, very fun. I mean, When you throw a strike in candlepin bowling, there's no better feeling. In 10 pin, you almost expect a strike every single time you throw the ball. And here, when you throw one, it's like the gods bestowed something upon you, and it feels good, you know? Yeah, I let Haji down. He asked me to do a highlight reel from him from last week, and I failed to do it. I totally forgot that he had asked me. So I got to do it tomorrow. And I'll do one today also of him. What's going on, Tom? Yes, absolutely. Get out a lot of frustration throwing that ball 35 miles an hour down the lanes. Yes, you get 3 attempts. Your first one is still a strike. Second one is still a spare, just like in 10 pin. Your third one is total pinfall. Going back to the angles, Hodge on the right threw it very straight and punched it straight through. Shiner Senior on the left definitely came in at a better angle and got a much better lead out of it. I mean, that's the goal, Daniel, is to have more people see the game and just realize how much fun it really is. So I normally record either of the two that are at the bowling alley near my house. So the Riverwalk team and the Lafayette team are right down the street from my house. Both of them are away this week. So my buddy JT Lyonnaise bowls out of Central Park lanes, but I don't like driving into Boston. It's just terrible to drive in this area. But since he was coming down here anyway, I just hitched a ride with him, and he lives close by. So that's the only reason I'm doing it from here today. But normally I'm at Riverwalk lanes. They have 2 teams, so it makes it a lot easier. Most of the time, one of the teams are going to be there. Yes. Usually people will just throw baby powder, which, you know, is the tough. Well, that's why I stay up north. You know, up north, it's so much easier. Like on the New Hampshire border. Boston is not a bad place. It's just, there's a lot of people down here, and the roads aren't normal roads. What's going on, Augustine? It's freezing outside. It's 32 degrees, I think, right now. Logan is just off. What about Woburn? I like there a lot, but their bowling alley's been closed for a long time. Next time he comes back here, I will. I don't like going up there and bugging them while they're up there bowling. I try to stay out of their way as best I can. They all seem to like that I don't bother them. You recognize these lanes? Central Park lanes? JT's off too. 25 degrees in Moncton. Brr. Wait, 25 degrees Fahrenheit? Or is it just really, really hot up there in Moncton? Yeah, I figured that. There's no way in Moncton it's going to be, I don't even know what that would be in Celsius, or what that would be in Fahrenheit. It would be warm though. Petey Pete's right on the head pin. A little too much right on the head pin. Oh, nice try. Thank you guys for the shares. I appreciate it. The more people that get to see this game, the better. Petey Pete's crushing it. JT getting the 10 though. I think the CPL team won that one. Yeah, what type of bowling is this? This is called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Basically only found in northern New England. So most of the bowlers in this are going to have between a 115 and a 120 average. A couple of people might have a little less, a couple of people might have a little bit more, but somewhere around there. I don't know who that is that you're talking about. Highest score I've ever seen. That was Steve Walker. Threw a 204 next to me. It's the only 200 I've ever seen in my whole life, and it was crazy. So you're going to see a strike probably about once per game from each of these bowlers. This is not a strike game. This is a spare game, or this is a 10 game even. Strikes are just way too hard to get. Yeah, 120 average is a huge average. What's going on, JT?
How much?
How'd you guys do? You won that one, right? Nice. 40 pins? Nice. You bowled good.
They're not gonna let us go. They're gonna come back.
No, I know.
Come here, come here.
There's no oil on the lanes. No. That was just their first game, yep. And CPL, the blue shirt team, won by 40 pins. So, candlepin bowling alleys are never oiled. If you watched my stream earlier, me and Moose were bowling with each other, along with Justin Lioness. Yeah, I definitely heard about Wells. I bowled up there, I don't know, like a month ago or so, and I was just talking with Paul Grant, who's doing the match next to me. And he's running a tournament up there in January, so I'll be up at Wells then too. Oh, Moose didn't win that $10 earlier. No, that was JT. JT won that one. What place is this? This is East Boston, Central Park Lanes. You do get 3 throws per frame, yep. Wow, I wish I knew what was going on over there. That sounds awesome. You used to live down the street from here? No, we were doing $10 from all three of us to the guy who had the best night or the best day. So even Moose had to pay $10 for JT. So I didn't park. JT parked over at Shaw's. No, it's not easy to park here at all. That's why I don't drive here, because there's no parking here. Wow, nice shot from Hodge. Nice shot. Yeah, strikes are not common in this game. This is a spare game or even like a 10 game. Like strikes just don't happen. I mean, these guys are pro bowlers, and you can see they aren't really putting strikes up there. Even when like Hodge just hit the pocket there very well, and nothing fell from it. This one should go if he hits the... Wow. He hit that one perfectly, too. I have... And he was very happy to be on TV, as he said. And he is not moving. There's going to be no decorations here. Hey, you got to stay warm somehow, 22 seconds. I've had a good day today. Today's been a good one. I woke up, went to work, and then did a bowling tournament earlier today. Now I'm doing this one now. It's a cold night out, you know? Gotta stay warm. Oh, absolutely, you know? You may not like it, but this is peak athleticism right here, okay? Thank you for the rose, Charles. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps keeping me do this, you know? Love seeing it. He says there's something wrong with the 10 pin.
It stood and then leaned to play.
Yeah.
Hit the button.
Yeah, there used to be a lot more 120 bowlers than there are now. I agree. Ooh, we got a broken pin? Oh yeah, broken pin, guys. They don't break the pins too often in candlepin. Mike got a strike. When he went down there and knocked them all down himself. Yeah, I don't think that's the way it works. Whoa, what a shot. See, I don't know all those old terms, you know, the Greek church and all that stuff. That was a nice shot, is what that was. It really, really was a nice shot. Incredibly difficult shot. Pete hit the head pin, but nothing going. Thank you guys for all the follows and stuff. You guys are awesome. Like I've said before, the more people we can get to see this game, the better. And the more you guys like, comment, and share, the more likely more people are to see it. So it's huge. JT. Missing to the right. Man. This is bowling, yes. It's called candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Primarily found up here in northern New England. Everyone's moving their balls over back and forth. That way they can go back to the other side. Hoagie says hi. Hoagie.
What's up, Hoagie? My son Hoagie.
Yeah, I do too. But I think that that ship has passed. 22 seconds.
Work for Keith! Hey, let's go Phil up there.
Man, no luck from Ed Woodside right there. Where is this? This is Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. I found this alley to be really, really hard. The few times I've bowled here, I never bowled well here. And I don't know what the reasoning is behind it, but I just never have bowled well here. You tried it for the first time today? That's awesome. Where did you get to try it? That makes me happy if someone tried it for the first time today.
All right, hey.
Where did you try it and how did you do? So in candlepin bowling, you do have to throw it hard. You get more pin action the harder you throw it in candlepin bowling. This place feels a little more dreary compared to Academy lanes. Even Riverwalk lanes, like brightly colored and stuff. Yeah, the 60s make sense. Especially for your first time, candlepin bowling is such a difficult sport that 60s is about right, yeah. So 245 is the most it's ever happened, Jack, and it's happened twice before. Rachel, always great seeing Rachel here. Another regular who shows up like all the time. I love all my regulars. I think they're just absolutely fantastic. I know I say it at the end of every broadcast, but I do have the best fans on all of TikTok, for real. This is not Worlds, no. This is just a regular like Friday Night Pro League, and so basically each bowling alley is sponsors a team, and then they travel to other alleys, and they go against each other. It's a travel league, basically. Yeah, I never bowled it though, whatever Wollaston Bowlodrome was. Academy Lanes is still my favorite. I love Academy Lanes. Well, there's been a lot of good bowling alleys that I've been to that have closed in the past. Wow. I don't know if kids bowl free here. Yeah, I like Riverwalk. Mark Ritchie is awesome. He's super nice to me, and I help coach his kids on Saturday mornings, which is nice. The law offices of Dan Brown. Can't forget the law offices of Dan Brown. That guy owes me so much money. All the advertising I've done for him. There he goes. He hits it this time. He hits it this time. But yeah, Riverwalk Lanes is great. Mark Ritchie is a fantastic owner. You got the hard one, you know?
Always the way, man. It's always the way. Easy. Oh yeah, he's put it there, you know. No.
Yeah, no, I know.
So frustrating.
You ain't a bowler unless you miss some signal on the right. You ain't a bowler.
Yeah, Riverwalk is going to be one of the smallest places that I record in for sure. It only has 8 lanes, so my guess would be if all these guys like were 10-pin bowlers, they would all be 200 plus in 10-pin bowling. That would be my guess. If that's what they worked on instead of candlepin bowling. Here or at Riverwalk, it doesn't. It smells very nice, believe it or not. Yeah, no, I never had a problem with the bathrooms there. Because Melissa Ritchie, Mark's wife, also works there. And anytime you have a woman who runs things, the bathrooms are always nice and clean. No oil on the lanes. Nope. These are just straight wooden lanes. Yes, for sure. This one guaranteed. Oh yeah, any questions you have about candlepin bowling, feel free to ask it. I'm more than happy to answer. It gives me something to talk about, which is nice. Great ball from Peter. I mean, he left himself with no shot at a spare. That split is something else. How does anything like that happen? How does he just pluck the head pin off of that? You know? I'm telling you, but that's key right there. When you get a big split like that and you can pick up both single pins, it's impressive. There are 10 pins there, just like in 10 pin, and they're set up in the same configuration. It does not go very far west at all. For regular bowling alleys, the farthest west you're going to get is like Western Massachusetts. And that's about it. It really doesn't go that far outside of northern New England. You'll find a single bowling alley here and a single bowling alley there. Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm told Dayton, Ohio now. And like there's one bowling alley in both of them. Albany, New York has one candlepin bowling alley. But other than that, you're talking pretty much just in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Nothing in Indiana. No. Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, yeah. You want to talk about Canada. Canada has a bunch of them up there. No, nothing in North Carolina. Really nothing outside of this small area. You know what? Why don't you wait till spring? Because you don't want to come to Boston when it's snowing out. But come up here. Oh my God! Thank you for the gifts. Cat paws, ice cream cones, TikToks, gobbles. Oh, you are awesome. Thank you. But yeah, come out like the springtime when the Sox are playing. Maybe pick up a game then too, and then come try some candlepin bowling. And let me know how you do when you do come out here. Oh, what a shot from Eddie Woodside. Thank you, RF boss. You're awesome. Every one of those is very much appreciated. No, there's no oil on the lanes at all. We're not throwing a 15-pound ball on the lanes, so they don't really need the oil. What a strike! I'm gonna guess no. I feel like it's just a warm bowl, a warm place. You know what I mean? Roses too, thank you. Oh, Peter Penny. Missing the single pins. Not like you want to do that. Yeah, like I said, you definitely, like, this time of year, I don't know why anyone would want to come to Boston in the winter. There's not enough parking as it is, and then once you get the snow on top of it, it's awful. It really is. Whoa, Moose, what a shot, kid. Oh, almost a nice answer. But springtime, summertime, yeah, there's no better place to be. Wow, what a shot from Mike. What a shot. Let's go. Now you guys are seeing the pro bowlers doing their thing. Oh, we're going to strike now. And Moose has a tough shot here. Moose would fit in great on a December. My newest subscriber right there, Kathy. So, unfortunately, there's no electronic scoring here. It's just pencil and paper. And I cannot keep score and talk to you guys at the same time. So, unfortunately, I can't give you the scores all the time. Most of the time when I'm at like Academy or if I have the wife with me, she'll keep score for me. And Academy, you can see the score on the computer monitor. I 100% cannot multitask. I mean, I'm multitasking now by talking to you guys and reading what you say back to me, okay? There's 2 tasks. And I have to watch the bowling, so that's like 3 tasks. But yeah, keeping score also. Like if I tried to do that, everything goes out of whack, and then I can't do any of it at that point. I'm a man who knows my limits, Lance, okay? Absolutely not 22 seconds. Absolutely not. Oh my Lord. I've offered the mic to a couple different people, but nobody's taken it yet. Plus, I don't like to do that because then I never know when they're talking, and I don't want to over talk them. She doesn't anymore. She used to be a really good bowler, but then her wrist hurt her, and then her knees hurt her, and she just decided to give it up. She used to be like a 105 to 110 average bowler also. She was better than me for the longest time. Like when we first started dating, she would always be beating me. Melenius throws a very good ball, for sure. She gets so nervous on camera, too. Like last time I recorded her for the Tuesday Night League, she's like, oh, I wish I had known that it was going to be you, that we were bowling against you. I would have worn different clothes, and I would have done this, and I would have done that. Like, don't worry about it. Like, he was actually talking about you earlier, Andrew. I don't remember what they were talking about, but he mentioned your name. Are you bowling with them this weekend or something? Or at some other point soon? Yeah, no, she was, but she said she was fine afterward, but she just was nervous about it ahead of time. Which I don't know why, because she's such a good bowler. So I don't know what her, issue is. No, she does not. She wants nothing at all to do with it. Okay, yeah, that could definitely be it. I'm bowling with JT in that. We were all talking about, yeah, it's probably that. And I'll be recording that tournament also. See, I don't have the attention span to realize what every single person is, like what teams are happening. I wish I knew any other team that was bowling in that. Oh, Lisa must be here, sending the hand hearts. Thank you, Lisa. Everybody should be like Lisa, showing up with gifts every time. Hey, nice seeing you, bud. Mike Salona walking by. This ain't real bowling. It actually is real bowling. Believe it or not, they're throwing real balls and hitting real pins. It is not 10-pin bowling, if that's what you mean. This is candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. My Thanksgiving was very nice. Woke up and I made the wife breakfast, and then we went to go watch the local high school game, the high school football game, where our home team lost to their rivals, 22-40, which is not good, but it is what it is. Then we went to my mother-in-law's house, had a great meal over there. It was fun. It was a good day. Where is this? This is Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. Not a bowling alley. I'm in a lot. But every once in a while. I just don't like driving into Boston. But my friend JT, who's up there on the right-hand side right now, drove me in. Oh, absolutely. Like, it is a small sport. It is a very niche sport for sure. And a lot of people really, really love this game. Pat taking the top gifter, 35 roses. So I would say it's about an hour from my house. And then Manchester is about 45 minutes on the other side from my house. So a lot of traveling today for bowling. Pat, you are so nice to me. You are way, way too good to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone should be like Pat, too. I was just praising you when you got the split and you picked out each single pin.
Yeah, and then I missed the 5 minutes.
And then you missed that easy one, you know?
I don't miss that 5 minutes.
Same thing when Billy had that piece of wood in front. Nice, easy shot.
It's really, like, if you never miss that pin, then you're lying to me. If you never miss that, the plank, you're lying to me.
I've never missed it. Look at these muscles, okay? Why is JT limping? He sprained his ankle. He's got like a brace on his ankle right now. Hartford, Connecticut. I mean, I would have to look at see what the actual distance, but there's plenty in Massachusetts if you just want to hop the border and come into a better state. Have a good night, Kevin. I wish it were that easy. Just hit the pocket and you're good. There's been a few times tonight when people have hit the pocket. Okay, yeah, probably Agawam. That makes sense. I don't go to the South Shore very often, or even like, unless I'm going to Foxwoods, I don't go to Connecticut very often. Well, see, now that we've got the brook up in Seabrook, New Hampshire, I haven't had a need to go down to Foxwoods. I can make my donations locally now. You've never seen a strike? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get one of these guys to throw a strike for you. But remember, this isn't really a strike game. This isn't 10-pin where you see strikes all the time. This is a spare game or a 10 game. I mean, there are days when I could be better than a few of these guys, yes. There's days that I'm better than Moose, for sure. I mean, I can do that. Whoa, let's go. But more consistently, these guys are going to be doing it more consistently than I do. But like I said, I'm like on the cusp, you know?
I was like, what'd you do with the pin? You drinking already? I was like, shake it up.
It's scored almost the same as 10 pin. So your first ball is still going to be a strike with 2 bonus balls, same as 10 pin. You get them all down, your second ball is still a spare with 1 bonus ball, same as 10 pin. And your third ball is the only difference. We get 3 throws in candlepin, and it's just total pinfall if you knock them down. So no bonus balls, no nothing. So you can get a 10, which you can't get in 10 pin. Yeah. But like it's 300 is still the max score, same as 10 pin. But strikes just don't happen, you know. Throwing a 4-inch ball at 3-inch pins 60 feet away, it is just an incredibly difficult sport. Even if you are throwing that 4-inch ball 35 miles an hour. I agree, it is the higher skill game. Well, PBA is pretty much just for 10 pinners. We do have the ICBA, the International Candlepin Bowling Association. And the International Candlepin something or other that they just had the tournament for, the Worlds, basically. Oh, come on. Yeah, PBA is mostly just for 10 pin. And the guys that are on the PBA tour, they're too afraid to bowl candlepin anyway.
Preach.
Yes, no, I 100% not zero cause and effect, but definitely for sure, you throw the same ball 10 times, you'll probably get 6 different results. And it's mostly because when the pins come down, you know, they can be off by up to 1/4 of an inch, left or right, each one of those pins. So it might not look like there's any difference each time, but each one is not each rack is not necessarily the exact same every single time. Like I made a video a couple days ago where I was making an easy spare, I thought, and no, it didn't go. And then I thought I was going to make an easy 10 out of it, and no, it didn't go. No, you actually get to use the fallen pins to make your spares and your 10s. I assume you could, but there's not really. Most people aren't going to unless they like Logan did earlier because the 10 pin looked wrong. That's because 1 pin was broken. But that's the only reason they would really do that. Yeah, learning how to use the wood will definitely make you a better bowler. Nice shot from JB. Logan just missing. Wow, nice ball from JB. So they don't have to throw it that hard, but you do get more pin action in candlepin bowling with a harder ball. Oh, there is significant amount of skill to this game, Tom. I don't know how to tell you how hard this game actually is. I have asked him to move, and he won't. Not you. The pin was standing up a little crooked, and so it must have been on the broken side, is what I imagine is how he noticed. And so when you look down and seen a bunch of pins that many times, you can tell when there's a broken pin. Yeah, it's definitely a game of skill. Candle pin, not candlestick. It all depends on the bowler. Like I've seen a lot of different bowlers say they just throw it at the pins. I generally throw it at the spots, but that's just me. I did earlier and it didn't work. Candle pin, not stick. So for a set of 4 balls, which we buy them in sets of 4, a ballpark is $300. You'll find some a little cheaper, some a little more expensive, but for the most part, $300 for 4 balls is about right. No, the pins are not weighted any specific way. They just weigh more than the balls. Yeah. Pins weigh slightly more than the balls. An ounce may not sound like a lot to a 10-pin bowler, but it is an ounce difference between the heaviest ball you can use and the pins. Oh, I didn't even notice the Icarus sent the gobble gobble. Thank you, Icarus. I said something earlier, and he was just happy to be on TV. Yes, this is the Pro League, Friday Night Pro League. Most of these guys are going to average about 115 to 120. You saw my 50-50 win, yeah. That paid for my tournament right there. That was a great win. That was $85 in my pocket. Unfortunately, you cannot do this in Amarillo. Most common mistakes for regular players. From what I see when I'm watching just regular bowlers, they're not sliding on the correct foot most of the time. And if you're not sliding on your left foot and then keeping your shoulders straight, your ball's just going to go wherever. And then they get angry, and then they throw the ball too hard, and it's a never-ending spiral. They could have just been stopped from the very beginning. We are in Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. You cannot throw it overhand. If you look right around there, there's like a little red line, and that's called the lob line, and the ball has to be make contact with the lane before that line, or else it's a foul ball. What state? This is Massachusetts. East Boston, Massachusetts. But generally, you'll find this in northern New England, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont. So they can throw generally anywhere from, I don't know, I throw it 32 to 34 miles an hour. I've heard of some guys throwing it up to 45 miles an hour. Yeah, I know he was. Yeah, I had some words with him to let him know at that point. He knew he was lobbing it. Yeah, nobody's ever thrown a 300 in candlepin bowling. Oh, Mike Nardone, yeah, very good bowler right there. We play the games in league play. Well, this is a league. I mean, this is a pro league, but also, like, the lives I do on Tuesday night are also from a league. Tommy Ulsta, very, very great bowler from back in the day. A regular league, like this started at 7:30, and we'll probably be done by 10, I would say, for 10 bowlers to do 3 games. How do you join the pro league? Basically, you have to know somebody first of all, and basically just prove that you're good enough to be on a team. Because every team has a captain, and they pick their teams every year. And so you just need to show them that you're a decent bowler and a good guy or girl. Yep, 3 attempts per frame. The first one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, and third one is just total pinfall. Yes, yeah. Ron's got it, exactly. Yeah, your third one is not a spare if you get them all down. Hodge with a great ball. Oh, I wish these were automatically scored here. No, this place is still pencil and paper for scores. He gives it everything. 300 is still a perfect game, but it's never happened before. Candlepin bowling, everyone is still trying to figure this game out. It has not been solved like 10-pin has been solved. Yeah, you could throw it sidearm, I would say. But like I said, your ball still has to make contact with the lane before the lob line. So I don't think it would work as well, just my personal opinion. But as long as you're rolling it onto the lanes, sure, give it a try. The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Most guys here will have either 2 6s or 2 7s. Right in that area. Usually the heavier the ball, the better. Let me do that, and I can try to eliminate pro a little bit. The problem now is I'm having trouble seeing you guys see what you're saying. So for the most, like, there's no specific candlepin shoe, I don't think, but there's a lot of. We still use just regular bowling shoes. Yes, I mean that's where the skill really comes into effect. Is when you use those pins and you know how to use the pins to make your spares. It would be more difficult without the oil on the lanes because we don't use oil in candlepin. And also, it doesn't look like it from this far away. but you could fit 2 candlepin balls. Nice strike. You could fit 2 candlepin balls between the 1 and the 2 pin and the 1 and the 3 pins. I mean, it is just upsetting when, anytime I've mentioned it too, he just turns around and waves.
Another one.
Alright, even better. Guy got a strike. Now what's the second ball? So just like in 10 pin, he gets 2 balls to fill it, basically. So if he were to get a strike, he would re-rack it and do another one. Since this is the 10th, he filled out with a 2, 4, 6, 4 plus whatever he gets this time. Five. So he got a 5 on his fill in the 10th. We gotta get these numbers up. You guys start sharing the live. We got 500 people watching right now. We gotta get these numbers up. I believe the red team is winning this game. They lost game 1 by 40, but they have been on fire this game. Where are you from, Ryan? Most likely, if you're not from New England, I'm going to say hard pass. You're not going to be able to find it anywhere near you. Yes, this is East Boston, Massachusetts, Central Park Lanes. And if you like watching candlepin bowling, please give me a follow because I go live multiple times a week right now. Every Friday night I've been recording the Pro League. That's what this is. Every Tuesday I record my normal league. And every Sunday I've been recording my weekly tournament that I'm a part of. It's not often you would re-rack it. I saw one earlier when someone noticed the pin was broken, but it's not normally. You're in Amesbury. Well, that is a great town. That's where I would normally be on a Friday night. It's the town I grew up in. Well, you're right. I didn't do the King of the River on Sunday, but that's because I was at a Christmas parade with the youth league that I coach. Whatever, me too. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. If you watched it after football, because me and Rob Brown had an ACST match around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. How much is a ball? Like, how much does it cost? We buy them in sets of 4, and they're about $300. Yeah, Amesbury's a great town. I love Amesbury, love everything about it. JT grew up in Amesbury with me. All over the pocket right there. terrible luck. You throw it with, when you actually throw it and you're throwing it a single pin, you generally do take a couple miles an hour off. But you don't want to change your arm swing and everything too much because you're not going to be as consistent. You want to try to maintain your arm speed for the most part. But you will see them slow it down by a percentage. I wish I knew why this wasn't around the entire United States. Yes, it's pretty much only found in New England. I wish that were the case, but no. Actually, no, I don't wish that were the case. I would not want to come to Central Park Lanes every single week. No, thank you. Nope. I'm all set. So no, the only reason you would bowl two-handed is to put more revolutions on the ball, to get more spin, and spin on the ball in candlepin doesn't matter. Oh, you know what happened? I moved my camera and bro left. What the? Why does he wait until I move the camera up out of the way? And then bro leaves. I'm bringing it back down so that way I can see better. I can actually see what you guys are saying. You get 3 throws per frame, yep. First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare, and the third one is total pinfall. Do candlepin bowlers actually go 10 pin bowling? For the most part, no. Yeah, bro's not here anymore. I don't know where he went. No, Wesley, actually, believe it or not, in New England, this is the normal style of bowling. And it is significantly harder than 10-pin bowling. But also, yes, I can't spin the ball whenever I go 10-pin bowling. I don't know how. It's called 10-pin bowling. It's what you think of as normal bowling. This is normal bowling around here. It's similar to duck pin, but it's almost just as different from duck pin as it is to 10-pin. Duck pin, they remove all the wood that is on the lanes. Their balls are bigger, their pins are shorter and fatter. Yeah, no, I'm more than happy to explain anything about candlepin bowling. And, oh, nice strike from Hodge. There you go. No oil on the lanes. Nope. These are just straight wooden lanes. Yeah, so there's 2 floors here, here at Central Park Lanes. We have the whole upstairs just for the 2 pro matches that are happening. The downstairs is just people who are coming in and bowling for fun. Wow, almost. Only when they roll off can you not hit them. And so you look at that pin on the left-hand side, that one is still able to be hit as long as the ball doesn't go in the gutter. So if he goes in the gutter and hits that pin that's down, that won't count. But if he keeps it on the lane and hits it, it is still a legal piece of wood. Same general rules as 10-pin bowling, yes. That is Academy 3. Or do you want to know the bowler himself? That was Hodge. Up there right now, you got JB on the right and Logan Chigris on the left. Yes. Well, no, because duck pin you also get 3 balls. It is significantly harder than 10-pin bowling. This game has never had a perfect game. This game, the highest ever score recorded is 245. I've heard tales of this one guy throw 227 recently. I say that because he's right in front of me. This is East Boston, where we are right now. Central Park Lanes. Wow, those pins want to keep falling for him. Yeah, it is harder than duck pin too. My highest score is at 168. I did it a couple years ago and I'm still trying to beat it. Academy is where I normally bowl, yes. That is not where we are tonight. No, we are in East Boston. Normally I am out of Haverhill in Academy Lanes. Normally that's where I am, but not tonight. I pulled in Western Mass a couple times, sure. It is very similar to 10-pin. The first and second ball are the exact same. Strikes and spares are the exact same between the two. The only difference in scoring is the third ball, which is just total pinfall. Oh, sorry about the cough. The lanes are the exact same length, 60 feet long, from one end to the other. I don't miss them at all. Because I felt it was annoying because the camera kept going out of focus because it would focus on his head. The pins are not made of bamboo. They're like a hard rubber. I'm not bowling for either one of these teams. So I don't have a rooting interest in it at all. I mean, JT on the left gave me a ride here, so I guess I should be rooting for him. Yes. No. The pin in the gutter is a down pin and it's out of play. Once it's in the gutter, it's out. I don't know what a turn call is. Yeah, he was bugging me too. Like. Luckily, he finally left. I moved the camera to get out of his way, and then he left. Like, I would say 2 minutes after I adjusted the camera, so that I had trouble reading what you guys were saying.
You too, sir.
But it helped, you know? And then he left right after that. I gotta drink this lemonade that I got going. I will find out for you guys what the score of that was. It is slightly bigger than a skee ball, and it's much, much heavier than a skee ball. Like a skee ball is made of wood and it's very light. These are much heavier. 2 pounds, 7 ounces doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Wow, what a shot from Peter Penny. What a shot. Yep, this is candlepin bowling, the best kind of bowling there is. What was the score to the last one, Billy? Do you know? Even roughly. Oh, nice fill. That one wants to fall. It did. Yeah, there's 10 pins up there. In the same order as 10 pin also. Okay. 509 to 547. So basically, it's all tied up now for the overalls. Because I was told Central Park Lanes won the first one by 40, and they lost this one by 38. Yeah, perfect game is still 300. It's never going to happen. Strikes are just way too hard in this game. Yeah, 245 is the most that's ever happened. We have a different version of a perfect game in candlepin bowling, and 10-pinners might know it as a clean game. It's where we don't leave a single pin standing throughout the entire game. I have thrown one of those before. But even that is extremely difficult. So no, we don't. We don't do a 509. There's only 3 of us. So that was 509 for one game from them. 5 bowlers, 509. You know what? You're actually right, yeah. You're right. By comparison, you're 100% correct. Me, Max, and Sonia would be better than that. We get 3 shots in this game. First one's still a strike, second one is still a spare, and third one is total pinfall. I get it. A lot of people do prefer 10 pin, and I don't hold it against you if you do. I personally just think 10 candlepin is better. I got a candlepin, guys. They gave me a candlepin. Oh, that would be a good one. Imagine carrying that around. Yes, this pin is broken. Yep. Yeah, you can show. See that right there? It's got a big, the cap in it fell off. Big crack in it. Second broken pin of the night.
They do that a lot.
Now JT is going to show you guys. Logan already showed him. You're late to the party, JT. No, you don't. It's not just about throwing it hard. Hard helps, though. It really does. Especially on your first ball, when you need all the pin action you can get. Dude, I might pour a beer into this if I drink beer. You know, I would never drink beer though. I'm a lemonade guy myself. So the spinning really doesn't matter in candlepin. It is not the same exact thing as 10 pin, and that is one of the major differences. There's no string bowling in candlepin. You'll never see a string on a candlepin pin. The reason really behind the no strings attached in candlepin is we leave our wood on the lanes to make our spares. Oh, what a strike from Hodge. And if the strings were down there, it would catch, you know. Which is why you'll never see a stringed candlepin machine. Always pin setters. Nice spare. It's not only just the northern states, it's the northeastern states, and only the northest and the easternest. So basically only northern New England, so Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont are the only places you're going to see this around, like, everywhere. Logan getting some luck there. Highest game ever thrown is a 245. It's happened twice. My highest game is a 168. I wasn't sure which one you were asking. So Wow. That is where speed on your ball really helps. And it really pushed it forward. And that's one where you just need to take a single pin and go, take your singles. Yeah. What's a good pro average? Between 115 and 120 is what most pros are going to be bowling. You'll see a good pro, like the best of the best pros, can be up to like 130. But that is, they are few and far between those bowlers. You do get 3 throws per frame, yes. First one, if you get them all down, is still a strike. Second one, if you get them all down, it's still a spare, just like in 10 pin. Third one is total pinfall. Yes, so I know the Wyoming Civic Center in Cincinnati has a bunch of candlepin lanes. And I was told in Dayton, Ohio, there's one called Scene 75 or something. And that one might also have something. I'll check it out when I get home just to make sure. That's what I was told today. There is one in New York as far as I know. It's called Apex Gaming in Albany, New York. You saw one in North Carolina? It's not that I want to doubt you, it's just I've never heard of one in North Carolina. I mean, technically 15 strings is what they say you need to establish an average in any bowling alley. It's going to get better, though, after you do 15. I am not bowling tonight, no. I am just recording, just showcasing the pros. That's all I'm doing tonight. Now 22 seconds, there's something you can block. I'm not driving, JT is driving. If JT wants to stop at Santarpio's, I would definitely be willing to stop there. What is this game called? This game is called Candlepin Bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling. Spin doesn't really matter in your candlepin ball. No, 300 has never happened in this game before, and I know I personally cannot get one. Well, the D did it. Yeah. So I appreciate it. We could stop at the world famous Golden Banana, but I guarantee JT is not going to stop there. There's no oil on the legs.
Hello.
I know you.
Let's go! Today!
But I know JT won't.
No, he's not that type of person.
No, he is not. Scoring is almost the same as 10-pin bowling, with first ball being a strike if you get them all down, second one being a spare. We get 3 throws, though, and your third one is total pinfall. If you know, you know. Absolutely, yes. Normal average for a normal person is about a 75, would be what I would say. And if you can bowl 100 in most leagues, you're going to be one of the better bowlers in your league. There is no oil on the lanes fishing. None whatsoever. We don't use oil on candlepin lanes. So we buy them in sets of 4, and they're generally about $300. You can get some for a little cheaper, some for a little more, but about $300. Tonight they're going to be bowling 3 games. This is game 3 right now. CPL in the blue shirts took game 1 by 40. Academy 3 took game 2 by about 40 also. There are no holes in the bowling alley. You're fine there. No holes in the bowling ball. We just grip it and rip it. Yes, pretty much the same ball manufacturers as 10-pin. Yep. Paramount, Epco, Starline, I think. I don't know the names of the places, but yes, pretty much the same. Welcome back, Drew. You missed somebody I needed banned earlier. No, it's really not, because a lot of people will use their balls and then get new ones every couple of years. And so you can get their old used ones all the time. Very comparable to a bocce ball, but smoother. Bocce balls are definitely like a rougher ball, and these ones are extremely smooth. Oh, I get it. That's why I have the portable charger. It helps so much. Let's go, Moose. Moose was all over the golden banana. When I mentioned that, you should have seen his eyes light up. So how did I find this game? Literally around here, especially back in the day, candlepin bowling alleys were everywhere and still are everywhere. No, because I haven't opened a collector booster yet. Well, I opened one collector booster from the store, and that's it. I wasn't able to get one from the Soldier, so I'm due to get one. That's all. I've never been to Boston Bowl. I don't generally go this far south. Generally, I'm in the northern area, so like you'll see me at Academy and Riverwalk most of the time, but also Lakeside Lanes and Leda Lanes up in New Hampshire. Oh, that's all you guys. You guys keep sharing and commenting. I love it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thoughts on Metro Bowl? I love Metro Bowl. Every time I bowled there, I bowled really well. I know a couple of the lanes are crooked, but I'm a big fan of Metro Bowl. I didn't know there was anything to grow up next to around there. I thought it was all like restaurants and car dealerships and everything else. I am not bowling tonight. No, I am just here recording. Yes, you do have to wear real bowling shoes. If you see how far these guys slide, you'll know if you wore regular shoes, you couldn't slide on those. I don't ever plan on going to Dorchester. If I can avoid Dorchester, I will. Yeah, Shiner throws a very smooth ball. Not as smooth as Mark Ritchie was last week, where I didn't even hear him hit the lane. But Hodge's angle that he's throwing is just lighting it up right now. No, I know. People keep talking about it, and like, that's all I can think about at this point right now. How is Lottie Bean? I haven't heard from him actually. Like, we're not really like friends, so like we see each other at bowling, and that's about it. We talk about bowling, but we don't really talk about the outside stuff that much. Oh, candlepin is very niche, but this is Massachusetts. Oh, nice shot, JB. And Massachusetts is one of those areas that has a lot of candlepin bowling alleys. And there is a split down the middle. Yes, it is a very fast pace, especially compared to 10-pin bowling. Every time I watch those on TikTok, I'm like bored out of my mind because one person goes up and then it takes like a minute or 2 minutes for them to throw the ball, and then the next person, oh, it's so slow. Who are we rooting for? It doesn't matter. Academy 3, the red shirts, I recorded them last week, and the blue shirts, the CPL, who invited me to come down here tonight. They're the home team, so... Come on, double! What a double strike. Let's go. So we can root for our both, you know. Academy is my home bowling alley, of course, so maybe they would be a good one to root for. Double strike for JB. Let's go, kid. That is true. I did bowl with Moose and JT earlier today in a tournament up in Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't want to say I have to be invited, but also I'm not going to just show up at a place and be expecting to be able to record them. So basically, I wait for I put myself out there, and then if I wait to get invited, basically. Are the ladies oiled? Only at the banana. Are the lanes oiled? No. No. Wow, what a shot. Petey Pete now. They're all marking at this point. Yeah, there's no oil on the lanes, no. That is just a straight wooden lane out there right now. Academy is not only taking the lead, but they are shoving the lead down the throat of CPL. Spin of the ball in candlepin doesn't really matter all that much. In candlepin, accuracy is the most important thing, and speed of the ball is a big factor also. I've never considered myself a guy who knows a lot about what kind of wood is what. I have no idea what kind of wood that is. JT definitely seems mentally done at this point. That spare definitely put some hurting on him.
Now we go. Let's go.
So they re-wax him, I think, about only once a year. Because it's only a 2-pound ball, so it's not doing as much damage as you would think. Like they do clean them every day, but they don't oil them. But there is some small wax on there. I mean, there's a lot of receding hairlines in bowling in general. Cheryl, what's going on? Always nice seeing you.
Ball back! Holy shit. Wait till Michael Jackson that pin, man.
Wait till Michael was over.
I don't even know what the MIAA is. Penny missing off to the left there. Yes, this is bowling, but this is not 10-pin bowling. This is candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling. Very niche. Basically only found in northern New England and maritime Canada. It is not played in schools, no. We've tried getting it because obviously we want Max to be able to get some college stuff, but they don't recognize candlepin bowling. It's just too niche, you know? He would have to go to a school in Boston or, you know, New Hampshire somewhere and be battling against other schools than that. Yeah, if you've never been to New England or you've never seen me live here on TikTok, then you might not have ever seen it before. No, this is not in the Bronx, no. I only see 884 on my end. But that's what I like to see. The lanes are still the exact same length, 60 feet long from foot foul line to headpin. You must be talking about moose at that point. Oh, we got new bro now. JT the bro. How do you score? Scoring is almost the exact same as 10 pin. First ball being a strike, second one being a spare, the exact same, with 2 bonus balls and 1 bonus ball, respectively. The third ball is the only real difference, and that is total pinfall is the third ball. JT right here. You see him on the left. Moose with a great first ball. There you go, nice spare for the Moose. Moose, yeah, he did. JT bowled great earlier today. Yeah, learning how to use those fallen pins is really what makes you a better bowler in this game, for sure. These guys are very, very good bowlers, yes. This is why they're the pros and we are not. Oh, good ball, good ball. Oh, okay. Oh, that piece of wood's going back in the gutter. You do have to wait until the wood stops moving before you can throw your ball. The ball is too small and it's the dumbest game ever. Wow. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, of course, but I think this game is very difficult and it's a lot of fun, honestly, also. I know where you stand with him, yes. I'm on your side, 22 seconds. Yeah, it's my second favorite game of all time, but it is the best kind of bowling. It is not the same as duck pin, no. Duck pin, the pins look more like 10 pins, but shorter, and the ball is bigger than the candlepin ball. So it's easier to spare in that because you have the bigger ball. And they don't get to use the wood to make their spares either in duck pin. No, not yet, not yet. What's the weight of the ball? The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Words like stupid and dumb, I don't mind being called that. Like, that's not bad. You're allowed to walk on the line. I don't know what that means. Red team is on fire right now, yes. Bowling great. What don't you understand about it, Mason? What can I do to help? You got to remember, this is not a spare game. This is a 10 game. Or it's not a strike game. It's a spare and a 10 game. Same length as 10 pin bowling. Yes. Yep. I'm sorry. The mods before you just did such a great job of getting rid of all the bots. And we haven't hit 1,000 people. Once we hit 1,000, we start getting the bots hardcore. This is not duck pin, this is candlepin. Duck pins look more like 10 pins but shorter, and these ones look more like candles, I guess. Yeah, JB has been on fire this game. Wow, what a shot, what a spare. You have 3 chances, yes, not to get a spare. Your third ball is just total pinfall. So if you get them all down, your third one is just a 10. No bonus balls. There are 10 pins, yes. But 10 pin bowling is called 10 pin bowling. Oh, there's got to be some candlepin lanes near New Bedford. Is walking on the lanes, yes. Like not while you're bowling, but if you wanted to run down there, if a pin was coming loose, you can run down there on the lanes to go grab it. Definitely, if you watch for a while, you'll see somebody run down there for one reason or another. It happens all the time. It's really hard to get a strike. And it is difficult to get a spare, but it's much more reasonable than the strikes. So tonight, we are at Central Park Lanes in East Boston, Massachusetts. It actually weighs slightly more, no, you're right. It's taller, that's what I meant. Yes, it weighs less than a 10-pin pin. 10-pin pins weigh, I think, 3 pounds, 6 ounces. And candle pins are 2 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, duck pin is fine. It's just, it's not my sport. A good average for candle pin, not candlestick, it's candle pin, is 100. If you can average 100, you're going to be one of the better bowlers in your league. That is 100% what it is, Carlos. Very challenging, but very fun. Don't even worry about it. I see candlestick all the time, and I don't know where that came from. It is almost the exact same point system as 10-pin bowling, with the first one being a strike if you get them all down, the second one being a spare. The third ball is the big difference, and it's total pinfall. About 1,100 people. Look at that. Nice. You guys are going to be getting your chance now to fight the bots. This is about usually when they show up. Oh, come on, one more. Nice shot, Peter Penny.
All TV.
Guy.
Go keep it on TikTok, folks.
Highlight reel on that shot. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Yes, the wood does help as long as you know how to use it. Yeah, and the more you bowl, the more you know the angles and the way the ball is going to bounce off it, and it mostly helps. If you watch the video I posted of me bowling last week, you'll see the wood sometimes doesn't help. It's a roadblock. You guys are awesome. Getting this up to 1,100 people watching right now is just absolutely fantastic. I'm so thankful for all of you guys. What's the line before the arrows? Okay, so that is the lob line. And the ball has to make contact with the lane before that. And if it doesn't, it's a foul ball. Throw number 3. Throw number 3. Thank you, Watsy. Appreciate it. Biggest prize money is from the Worlds tournament, and I believe it's like 20,000 for the winner of that. But it's a team event, so you got to share it with however many people you have in your team. The Mixed Worlds is also another big one. All the different Worlds tournaments. Yeah, using the down pins to make your spares in your 10s, definitely a strategy to use and to try to get better at every time. As long as the down pins aren't in the gutter, they're fully able to be used. Yeah, that was a lot. Oh, 22 seconds. There you go. Look at that. You got one. There it is. We knew it was going to happen. Who's going to be the first one to take care of it? Oh, so close for Hodge. Someone's got to do it. I'm so disappointed right now. "22 seconds, not paying attention. Unbelievable." You don't know how. Okay, so you click on their name, then you click on the 3 dots that's in the top right corner of that next thing, and then just put block. So we like to block all the bots that come in here. We don't like all the different people check my profile, stuff like that. So we try to block every single one of them we can. I have all my mods like on high alert to be able to get rid of them. Speed actually is one of the more important parts of the game. Accuracy is still the most important thing. If you're not accurate, it doesn't matter. But speed on the ball helps, for sure. After I see you a little bit more, Jessica, sure. What is this game? This is called Candlepin Bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. So I make my regulars mods. So Jessica, as long as you show up each week, you keep commenting, you keep talking, yeah, I would definitely do that. It is a very hard game, yeah. You're a 10-pin bowler. I like 10-pin. I don't do it often, but it's fun every time I do it. There are no oil on the lanes, definitely not. The way you just saw him run down there.
Run this down, Logan.
Melissa, you were even a subscriber for a little while, so yeah, of course. You want to be a moderator, I would gladly have you as a moderator. Can you overhand it? No. So basically you have to throw it underhand, and there's the red line that's out there before the arrows. The ball has to make contact with the lane before that point, or else the ball is foul. So the little kick that people do, it's just a little body English, Sometimes you got to put a little body English on it to make the pins fall down better. If people subscribe to me, they can pretty much do whatever they want. That is definitely a whole other thing. It is a first come, first serve. Basically, Aaron, you just show up each and every week and keep talking. And so that way we all know who you are. Just make sure they're good, I like my mods to be good people that are always friendly, always helping out, answering questions and stuff like that. No, candlepin bowling alleys do not use oil on the lanes at all. No oil on the candlepin lane in any bowling alley. Yeah, just keep showing up every week, and we'll see what we can do for you. I will be on Sunday, yes. That is my plan. You want to see us strike? Well, we got PD Pete and JT anchor bowlers, so we'll see what we can do here.
We're losing by 100.
I guess Team Academy is up by about 100 pins right now. No big deal. JT can come back.
I know I'm behind.
I don't know the highest score tonight. I assume it would be JB. Wow, what a shot from PD Pete. But I'm not keeping score tonight, and it's not electronically scoring, so I can't see it. It's paper and pencil still. Right now, I mean, it's a toss-up between a few different bowlers. My personal belief is that Josh Daly is the best bowler right now, but Justin Waters definitely gets a lot of I don't know, stuff saying that he could be the best bowler. There's a lot of great bowlers out there, though. Football. My favorite sport other than candlepin bowling is football. I coached football for years when my kids were younger. I helped run my football organization locally, the Amesbury Jets, and I love football so much. It is 3 attempts, but not to spare. Your first ball is still a strike, second one is a spare if you get them all down. Your third one is total pinfall, so you could get a 10. It's not a spare, though, at that point. Yeah, I love coaching the lines and doing stuff like that. That's my kind of thing right there. All right. Now, accuracy always is first. Okay, everybody. That's the end. Academy 3 wins games 2 and 3 and total pinfall. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Thanks for my new subscriber. Thanks for all the gifts, everybody. Thank you for the new followers, the shares. You guys are truly the best fans in all of TikTok. I say it every single week, but it is the absolute truth. I love you all. You guys are awesome. But anyway, I will see you all Sunday morning at 9:30 at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. And until then, I hope to see you all. I hope you all have a good week.